Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum.
In spring 2008, maverick filmmaker Paul Libero set out to film the definitive documentary on notorious alien contactee Billy Meier. He was allowed unprecedented access to Meier, his compound, and his people. 2 months into the project, Paul went missing. Shortly thereafter, an anonymous source delivered Vaeni Productions a package which contained Paul's raw footage, his scratch voiceover, and storyboards. Unfortunately, most of the footage is B-roll. The audio is in camera. Whatever happened to the footage and sound is a mystery. Whatever happened to Paul also remains a mystery. Vaeni Productions hopes that by piecing together the available materials according to Paul's storyboards, we are able to capture something of the auteur's original vision until such time as he resurfaces and finishes the project himself. This film is dedicated to its director, quite possibly in loving memory.
In 1996, UFO investigator Jeremy Vaeni set out to prove the infamous Billy Meier contactee case a fraud. Billy claims that he has had lifelong contact with a race of aliens called the Plajerens. While investigating, Jeremy says that a race of real aliens called the Plajerens landed and told him all about the Meier hoax. Jeremy legally changed his name to Billy Meier and presented his evidence, which came in the form of stunning spaceship photographs and video. But then something happened. He got lazy. The objects in the latest photos and videos changed drastically. Pictures of the aliens were incredulous. He even went so far as to produce film of him shooting a tree with an alien gun to turn the tree into an old shack. Still, to this day, and probably because the story is so hard to follow that it's easier to believe than not, he has his followers in the defense of prominent UFO investigators. What is the impulse behind this? Why did he change his name to Billy Meier? Is it because he wanted to get caught? I needed to ask him these very questions. But first, I had to learn more about the people who surround him.
So, when I was about, trying to think back when, I was about 14 years old, and I got into a terrible car accident. My dad saw a deer on the side of the road and swerved, and I had glass chips in my head for a while. But years later, they were taken out, and after this experience, I was really shooken up, and I was really had no direction. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't really even sleep at night until I met Billy Meier. And Billy Meier just kind of put everything into perspective for me. You know, he really, I don't know, things started to click, and I have everything to thank for Billy Meier.
So how did you get into ufology?
Well, I was in a car accident when I was about 14, and I don't know if it's related, but after that I had a fascination with UFOs, and, well, Billy's so great. And, yeah, well...
So you met Billy at the hospital after the accident?
Yeah, and he's just so amazing, and it just opened up my world to this other world, and...
All right, the other world.
Yeah.
Did you have any interest in UFOs or outer space or aliens or anything like that before this?
I can't really say that I had, but I'm a true believer now. So.
Right. Okay. Lola, how did you get into ufology and UFOs?
UFOs. Well, when I was 15, I got into this really bad car accident, and just opened my eyes to the whole UFO experience.
All right. Is that when you met Billy?
Well, yeah. I was searching for someone who would be able to answer my questions, and I was able to fortunately meet this person.
Was he at the hospital? You were in the hospital a little while, right?
Yes, I was. I actually sought him out.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
Once you were out, then you kind of looked around like for someone that might feel the same way.
Yes, I did.
Vaeni, Lisa, thanks for taking some time out of your busy day to talk to me about Billy.
He's a man of great integrity, truth, and
Integrity.
yeah, integrity. Yeah.
I think that he inspires people a lot, like Moses did with the 10, commandments, I think it is. He was a really great guy, and just like Billy Meier.
Do you know about the Plajerens commandments?
Well, I'm studying them right now.
Oh, so you're gonna...
Sorry, I'm a little.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Drink?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Loosen
It
up.
helps me out, especially with my injuries.
Mm. Oh, yeah, sure.
So I need.
Mix the pills and the booze. That's always good.
When I was younger as a child, I was in a car accident. I don't know if that is related to this at all. We were both in accidents.
Together? The same accident, or was it?
Well, yeah.
With each other?
That's how we met.
Oh, okay, perfect. It's starting to explain a lot.
Brought us together, literally.
Yeah. And then Billy Meier also brought us together, so I don't know.
Was Billy on the scene at the time? For the accident, or this is
Not in a physical, logical way, but in a metaphysical way.
He was there, yeah.
Well, that's part of what brought us to his message and what he has to say about the Plajerens.
What level?
Expert?
Of course. Magic fingers there. So you know Billy Meier?
Yeah, I know Billy.
How'd you meet Billy?
It's kind of like he met me. Had this car accident when I was 15, and started getting into all this stuff. And then, Billy kind of found me. You know what I mean?
Right. So you've been a follower for quite some time, I take it.
Oh yeah. I'm 33 now, so it's been, it's been a long time.
18 years.
Yeah.
You been out to the compound?
Oh yeah, many times.
Yeah?
Many times. Yeah, it was big fun out there.
So you've been to his compound a few times, right?
Yeah, but we don't, I mean, it's not really compound. I mean, we're,
Right. Does he ever come visit you? Has he been here before?
Well, no, he's so busy, so we try to go to him, but,
All right.
yeah, we just, we all have a nice relationship with Billy.
Before 2002, I wanted to kill Billy Meier, and that's just not me today. It's totally different.
Right. So now you love Billy Meier.
Oh yes.
How many times did you try to kill him?
About 800.
How do you feel about the safety of all the attempts on his life? Do you feel you're in harm's way showing up?
I mean, look, we're surrounded by barbed wire, and it's the really sharp kind. Nobody's getting in.
I'm sure the number of the beast helps too, right?
Yeah. I don't like believing Satan or anything. I just like the song.
Right. It's just music.
666. This is the hard part.
What does belief in Billy Meier do for you?
It's difficult to put into words how important the feelings I feel.
For him, or for the is it like the cause, like it's like a cult almost, right?
Cult?
Right. I guess I shouldn't use that word. It's a little strong.
No, that's not what we are.
Yeah.
No, cult. No, it's just powerful. You probably wouldn't understand.
So have you ever done jail time?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I have some stories about that. Boy, I tell you.
Do you ever feel that you're in danger? He's had over 2,000 attempts on his life. Being in his presence or at his compound. Do you ever worry that you could possibly be in harm's way?
No, not when I'm with him. No, never.
So what are some of the ways you tried to kill Billy?
There's the standard ones you'd think of. Poison, anthrax, gunshots, shotgun, pistol, Uzi, 45. Is a 45 a pistol?
I think so.
Ice pick, I remember probably 30 times I tried with that. Because the thing is, with the 800 times, like, I would just sometimes repeat the same method over and over.
Sometimes you like get a couple in the same night? Usually, like, did you go from like 740 to 780
one night? Well, you have to. I mean, think about how many days are there in a year, you know, and then Christmas, Easter,
like
take off. So,
yeah.
you know, you do have to double or even triple up sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Billy a big, pill popping booze guy?
Oh, not often.
No.
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 Just gotta loosen up every once in a while, especially with the for the whole experience.
Yeah, and this big thing.
Excuse me.
The giant testicle thingy. It's probably pretty painful for him. That doesn't matter.
It's a condition. I don't really want to talk about that.
There's been some talk that I've heard like throughout the cult, some murmurings of as like to become like a full-fledged member, you actually have to suck on Billy's testicles. It is giant.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I
know, but everyone's kind of talking around it, but not completely talking about it.
That just doesn't happen.
So you're saying it's not true?
No, it's not true. That's ridiculous. And Billy is such a great guy, and that's just malarkey.
Is it true about the to become a member of the Billy Meier organization, you have to actually eat or suck on his testicles?
What? Where did you hear that?
That's just from some of the people I've been talking to. It's,
Who have you been talking to?
quite a few of his followers. A couple of twins.
Hold on a second. Hello?
It's good to be Billy now.
Yeah, we're doing this movie thing now. This documentary. Yeah, the guy keeps asking me about balls. I don't know. I don't get it. It's like, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know either. Honestly, I don't know what it's about. Do you know what it's about? All right, never mind. I'll call you in a few minutes. All right, bye.
No fish in here.
Yeah, that fish died. Yeah, it's like 2-3 years ago. What was the question?
Car accident?
Dude, if you're not gonna take this seriously, I'm gonna go back to my game. I don't know what you're talking about balls. I don't know what you're talking about fish. You know, I'm trying to get through this song.
Is ball sucking a policy or a privilege for you?
I'm going to say policy.
Policy.
I'm going to say policy.
Something that you enjoy, or is it just kind of
Well, it's what the Plajerens would have us
goes with it?
do, sure.
Right.
I mean, I don't think the Plajerens see it like that. I mean, their policy, as you said, what they would have us do, is a privilege at the same time, because we're privileged to know them and to be controlled by them. That's another privilege.
That's a really good point.
They control us, and we've been chosen in a sense.
Seems that some of his followers, to join, they've actually had to suck on his testicles. I'm just
That's
asking
what you're talking about?
Yes. So you know about this. What do you think I was talking about?
Look, Billy Meier. There are things that happen at the compound that are specific to the compound, that are private. Okay, they're private things that nobody needs to know about. Nobody should know about.
Right.
Honestly. And I don't know who these people are that you've been talking to that are telling you this stuff, but you know, I just think it's insensitive. I think it's insensitive.
But you know somewhat about this, a little bit. You have a pretty good idea what I'm talking about.
Look, it's a private thing.
So it's something that actually happens, though. It's there.
Look, you can put words in my mouth if you want to. Okay? But I haven't put anything else in my mind. Put it that way.
All right. So what is it that we're listening to?
That is a sound effect taken from the control panel of a Plajerian craft. And it's been analyzed by many sound experts who well, they don't want to be identified, but they say that according to now, this is independently, each of them, none of them collaborated. This is from all separate sources. All have come to the conclusion individually, having not communicated with one another, that this sound does not have a terrestrial origin. That's to say that it's not something that was produced by anything in nature on Earth, not done, not produced digitally by computer technology.
So, Paola, how did you get into this ufology? Ufology?
Yeah, ufology. When I was 15 years old, I got into this horrible car accident. And, I don't know if it was related, but it just changed my life, and I started to look for the truth. And that's when I started looking into UFOs, because there's so much in the Bible that sounds like UFOs.
Like what? Hang on a second.
Like Ezekiel, he's talking about the wheel, and it just sounds like, wheel, they talk about...
UFO, wheel?
Yeah, they talk, we say flying saucer, they might say cloud,
I've seen live trees on Billy Meier's property. I saw bits and pieces of acorn shell at the base of these trees, and that's all you need to know. That because squirrels only eat their nuts sitting in live trees. So we've got the evidence. We've got it.
I first met Billy Meier, I don't know, I would say 97 or something. I thought he was ridiculous, just a complete ripoff of Billy Meier. But then eventually I started to see the light, and ever since then I've been his international spokesman. And I've totally given up on Billy Meier.
I'm on the side. I do DJ work, and I do like a remix.
So have you used that
hip hop stuff like that? So I use that. But
that sample a little bit in some songs.
I can't give anything away right now. But yeah, it's possible you may hear that pop up in something.
So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We're busy trying to save the Earth. You know what I'm talking about here?
People say he's lying about the photos, and they talk about luggage, and they talk about lanterns and stuff, and that's just not the case.
So you may have told me before, I think I started to wander a little bit, but where exactly did you get this from?
I got it from Billy. Billy Meier.
Right.
He's amazing. He's just really an amazing guy. He's just I idolized him for so long, and he's been such a great mentor to me. Although we've never met.
So how'd you meet Billy Meier?
Well, we met at a monster truck rally.
Of course.
It was completely not of course. You laughing at that?
Not at all.
Okay. A lot of people have a problem with monster truck rallies, but I actually had money on the Virginia Giant, and he had money on Bigfoot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You bet on monster. Hang on a second.
So yeah, we had a bet, and I lost, so I came back to his compound, and, you know, he showed me some of his photos, which are amazing. I gotta tell you, Paul, this case is real! How did I get into it? Well, when I was 15 years old, I got into this terrible car accident. Ever since then, I've sort of really been into seeking the truth of UFOs. Don't know how it's related.
When you've got evidence of live trees, you've got important stuff to get out there to the world, all right? So, you know, it's just...
Couldn't you just use Photoshop?
Well, well, of course, yeah. yeah, they could have been.
He sent it to me on a CD, on a little CD.
Oh right.
That he sent me.
Do you have that still? There's some I can see.
You know what, I don't, and I can't remember what happened to it. It's what happened to that?
Well, I guess it's not that important. We have the sound already.
Oh, you know what? I think my little brother borrowed it and put he
recorded over it or something?
Yeah, with Jay-Z or something like that. Was yeah.
What photos did he show you?
He showed me the photos of, well, it kind of looks like a big rectangular
Suitcase?
mothership, Paul. I hear suitcase a lot, but it's
I'm sure you do. Do you hear about the zippers?
Paul! You know, when I was a younger lad, I actually invented cuticle removal systems, the little metal things that go into the cuticles. And that was lucrative for a while, and that afforded me the time to really be able to look into UFO cases the way I should have been doing all along. And one thing led to another, and here I am. I keep trying to tell people this is all real. Nobody believes me, but you know what, Paul? I have a NASA document. It says NASA document. All right?
Can I see that?
Well, there's nothing in it now, but there was a fax document from NASA.
Can I see it? That's gross.
Not gross to me, Paul. Not gross to me.
This is empty.
Everyone's trying to tell you. But it says NASA document on it, and it had NASA documents in it, Paul. That's the thing people don't understand about Billy Meier.
That he's a liar? No more chocolates. Okay, let's do it.
Listen carefully.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it, can you play higher and lower? Can you mix it up a little bit? Can you play actually maybe like a Mary Had a Little Lamb with the no?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just
It was just an idea.
There's no notes or anything. It's just
just the sound. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because what you're asking for like some kind of a melody or something.
Right. No, you can't just kind of cut it short and mix it up.
Yeah. No. It's just.
Okay. Well, just go ahead and if you just play it for me anyway. That's what you have.
Okay.
Thanks.
It's pretty mind-blowing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, well, I tell you, just every time I hear it, it just doesn't... Since the first time I heard it, the very first time I heard it, wow, it was like.
Can I try? Do you mind?
I'm kind of
It's your
yeah,
I
I'm
understand.
kind of sorry. I'm kind of
Yeah.
like I don't like people.
Just
No,
couple
I
fingers?
don't like people like touching.
Can you
I
play
don't.
it
No,
like
I don't like touching.
a whole bunch of fingers on your.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Well,
I saw this thing about germs once.
Right.
They went and they found like feces on everything. So
oh, right.
yeah, ever since then I don't like people to touch my my things.
Kind of a germaphobe.
Yeah, in fact, probably when you leave my room, I'm
vacuum.
going to probably clean everything. You want to hear it again?
It's very clear that all of the objects in the photos, the way the light hits them and the stuff, that's very scientifical, happens. And they're real. I mean, there's no question that they're Plajerens-made objects. That's really it. I mean, I'm just the Billy Liar kind of guy, I guess. Paul, why can't we all just get along in this field? I mean, we're all colleagues, we're all searching for the truth. Everyone's got their own truth.
Everyone's got their own story. There's no truth.
No, the story is the truth, the story. I mean, it's the same thing, Paul.
It is the same thing.
Facts and truth are the same thing. And when I've been on Virginia Giant, and I lost, Paul, let me tell you something,
That was
okay?
a fact and a truth.
That was a fact, that was a truth, it was the best darn thing that happened to me in my entire life, Paul.
I bet it was.
Because when I did that,
I think you've had enough chocolates.
when I did that, Paul, had I not lost, had I not been humble, I may not have ended up at the Billy Liar compound. Yeah, I sucked on his testicle.
I'm sure you have.
But it's not related to anything.
Can you play it lower or higher?
No, I was just saying.
the
I'm
sound.
just saying I can't do that.
Just not even like a little bit. It's just the one sound.
No,
You haven't recorded it into like different, what is it, octaves or something?
No. See,
It's just the one straight.
I don't want to
sound.
mess with it too much because that messes with the integrity.
Well, you said
of
something
the
about
sound.
using it in one of your songs or something that you're doing. Like, would you just use the straight
Well,
sound?
yeah, but I consider.
Are you going to mix that up a little bit?
I consider my music, what I do, has integrity. So
You're not going to go.
So I'm only bolstering the integrity of my music by using the sound in its pure form.
Wow.
Now, yeah, it has been digitized and everything, but
What about the alien sex? You into that too? Get into that? The 5 inputs? outputs?
Paul, that's just disgusting.
That's just
That's just a way to degrade everything. It's not about that,
It's
okay?
the truth. It's fact.
No, the
It's
truth.
the factual truth. Tell me about the inputs.
There's 5 of them. Oh, dear God, there's 5 of them.
How about the male aliens? They have 5 inputs as well?
I don't have 5 inputs, but they don't know that I don't have 5 inputs.
So they're getting everywhere?
I never considered that it could be a vocalization or some whatever it is that the Plajerens use. I mean, I know that they're have multi. What do you call that? I don't know how they.
Well, yeah, just
how they talk, but I guess it could be
just take it for what it
some
is.
kind
right?
of a. Yeah, I guess it could be.
Great. All right.
I'll definitely have to look into that. That's something that that's probably what I'll probably start focusing on now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you have my number. Let me know. What happens with
I'll
that.
run
Very
through
interested to hear.
some things. I don't know. I don't know what the possibility is that it could be generated. Maybe it is biological.
Yeah, this could
Maybe
be
it is,
really important. Something we all need to know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Right. Yeah. It's cool, huh?
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, play it once more.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hi. I'm David Biedny, and sadly, about a year and a half ago, I looked at pictures from the Billy Meier case. He comes by that last name, honestly, because they're, the images are bullshit, I think is the technical term. I talked to him about it, and I think the German translator was like messing up my actual statements to Billy.
Hey, Billy! Those photos are crap! They're crap! They're crap! You sick bastard! They're crap! 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 That's gonna get you! Get out of here! You fake! You freak!
So I try to tell him about the pictures.
It's a piece of luggage in a tree.
Hi, my name is Jim Delatoso. You may have heard of me. I am a well-known UFO investigation authority. I have tested thousands of pictures for hundreds of thousands of years. In fact, I have made billions of dollars doing this. That just proves the expertise that I have. Today, I want to tell you about the Billy Meier case.
Hold it, Jim. I bet you're going to say that all this shit from Billy Meier is real, and you know it's crap. You're going to say it's real, aren't you?
The Billy Meier case is bullshit.
Okay.
It's bullshit.
It's a piece of luggage in a tree.
He mentioned this video of Marilyn Monroe, JFK, and some sort of gratification. I don't know. I was very confused. I asked to see that footage, and he wouldn't show it to me.
It's a piece of luggage in a tree.
He brought out this big thing of sauerkraut. Said it was Palladian sauerkraut. I think it was actually kimchi. It smelled bad. And I realized that actually this was not a food product he brought out. It was a body wash.
It's a piece of luggage in a tree. Here's the luggage. Here's the receipt. Here's the clerk that sold it to him. What more do you want?
Have you investigated this case? Have you looked at it on a computer?
We can't cut!
So, how did this start for you?
Somewhere along the way, I decided to study UFOs, and then I started studying, the Billy Meier case. He seemed to be kind of a huckster to me, a fraud. I got into contact with his representative, Dyson Korn, and he said, well, if you think it's so fake, why don't you go out there and fake it yourself? So I went out into a field, right? I brought my little model and my camera and everything, and he was right, I couldn't fake it. But while I was out there trying, an actual UFO came and landed, essentially, and
wow.
Yeah, and these beings got out, Ralph 09 and Arlene, and they told me, well, it was weird, because they told me, one, that Billy Meier is a fraud. They were aware of his work.
Oh, they knew him.
Yeah, well, they knew of him.
Of him.
Because he was misrepresenting. He was saying that there is such a thing as Plajerens, right? But there aren't. There's no such thing as Plajerens. They're called Plajerens.
Ah, it's the A for the E?
Yeah. There, but for the grace of E goes A.
Ah.
Or something. So that's how I learned that he was full of crap, and that's sort of how I became the real deal.
Well, I want to touch on that some more, obviously, but that's not your original name, is it, Billy Meier? Your given name.
Well, no. I mean, originally, it was Jeremy Vaeni. People used to know me as that for the longest time, but I had a real a conflict, because I'd met these Plajerens, and I thought it would be awkward to still have the name Jeremy, and with Plajeren, people might get that confused.
Oh, right, the Plajeremies or something like that.
Yeah. I'm a big boxing fan, so I like Carl the Truth Williams, so I just decided to,
So was it the boxing? Is that why you changed your name, the boxing, or the...
Well, the aliens gave me the name.
They gave you the name.
And they like boxing. Boxing's actually their favorite sport. They like Carl the Truth Williams, coincidentally. And their favorite movie is Boxing Helena.
Sorry, that movie even about boxing?
Well...
I didn't see it either.
Oh, then yeah, of course. Boxing Helena.
So are you kind of like their second favorite boxer, then?
Well, I don't box. Although, it's funny because, I have had 2,189 attempts on my life, and as a result, I rarely leave the house. You could say I'm boxed up.
Right.
A fellow prisoner with me had killed someone by taking an icicle and shoving that in someone's eyeball. And the icicle melted.
No trace.
Yeah, but they found him screaming at the apartment hours later with the dead body, screaming, I did it, I killed him. But
he would have gone away with it.
Yeah, so I tried that one too.
Really?
But it melted
before you got there?
Yeah.
July probably wasn't the best time of year to try to do that. But again, I think that was the Plajerens,
No self-defense classes? Just, after maybe the first 1,000 of them? Attempts?
Nah, pretty much just the walls.
Yeah, just build bigger walls?
Yeah, bigger walls.
I got some muscles from building the walls. Built them yourself?
You think did you say I have muscles?
I'm just, I figure, get quite a workout.
Yeah, thank you for noticing my physique.
Don't you think it's confusing to change your name to Billy Meier?
No. Why?
So similar.
To Jeremy?
To Billy Meier.
Oh, no. No, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying.
No.
So far so good.
Yeah, and the Plajerens didn't tell you about that? You weren't too worried about it?
Nah, I guess not.
Alright.
You notice I don't have notes.
Well, yeah. I'm sure you're...
I'm just saying, because a lot of people say, you're hoaxing this.
Yeah.
But I don't have notes, and I don't...
That's a fake beard, right? Why are you wearing that?
No, what do you mean? This is a real beard.
But it has straps.
No. The beards don't touch. Beards have straps. It's real. And I challenge anyone to tell me that it's not real just because there's straps. That's kind of silly when you think about it.
Right, you grew those straps. You kind of just grew.
Yeah. And this is going to sound like a horrible pun, but, we were sort of talking about my physique earlier, and, my parents, used to tell me I was a strapping young man. And,
yeah.
Maybe this is one of those things, where you think about something long enough, and then it comes to you, you just...
All right. So tell us about the Plajerian women. A little bit about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about them because I don't want this to turn into...
Right, it's not about them as much as it's about you.
Well, I don't know how you mean that, but no, it's not about the sex.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
There are men and women in Plajera, but yeah.
Is that something you want to talk about, the sex with Plajerens? I wasn't going there, but if it's something you want to.
Well, if you feel that it's appropriate for your documentary, I'll talk about whatever.
I don't know. I'm not sure what's appropriate.
Plajerens women don't look like any alien women that I know.
They have 5 inputs.
5 inputs.
The Plajerens women. They're very, very difficult to please. And that's...
5 inputs? Are these inputs in the same spots on all of them?
Well, there's 5 of them, so no. You mean...
Like on all of the Plajerens women?
Yeah. They're anatomically correct in the same way that we are, not, obviously there's 5 and not 3.
Right.
2, technically.
1.
1, according to orthodoxy. So, you would think it'd be easy to please a woman with 5 inputs, but it's catastrophically difficult. All 5 are screaming out for attention at once, and it's like, I'm just one man.
Right.
So after a while...
Imagine. I've no problem with the 1. 5 is a lot. So you're talking about being the emissary. How did they choose you? Or why did they choose you as the emissary?
Well, like I said, I don't really want to make this all about sex, because there's so much more to it, but... You know how Billy Meier has the one arm?
Yes.
And everyone's like, ooh, how can you take pictures with just one arm? He's got to be real. Well, you know what, Paul? A lot of us have physical abnormalities and can still take UFO pictures. Now, obviously I have both my arms.
Right.
But I also have an affliction, and it's elephantitis of the testicles. Now, this was extremely difficult growing up with, obviously. They started giving me their spiritual doctrine, their commandments.
Oh yeah, what are their commandments?
Well, one is, for instance, like the most. I'll just give you the most important one, which is, "Kill, thou shalt not."
Oh, like thou shalt not kill.
No, it's "Kill, thou shalt not."
That's one of the commandments in the Bible here, right?
Kill, thou shalt not. Really?
Thou shalt not kill. Just kind of just move some words around a little bit.
No, I don't know about that.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay, so kill what?
Kill, thou shalt not.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's another one?
Another one would be, do not thy wife of the neighbor covet.
Ah, right. How many of these commandments are there?
There's 10.
10, yeah.
Another one was, do unto others as you would want them to do to you in any given situation. It kind of sounds like duh now. Like, it's kind of like, oh, well...
Yeah, it does sound like that.
But it's not. I mean, it's really... Because think about how many people actually do kill other people.
Yeah,
so
not that many.
So duh on us.
Right.
It's like
So
duh. It's like duh in reverse.
More like a reminder. It's not a command.
No. It's like telling you don't do it. It's just that nobody listens. Nobody pays attention because nobody believes it's real. It's like, how much can you say in one sentence? It's like, oh, if I can put women and a spaceship landing. And I understand. I get that it sounds ludicrous. But this is my life, Paul. This is what I've experienced.
Your life. You don't think these commandments sound a lot like the commandments that you may have heard of growing up at all?
I don't even know what you're...
Did you go to church as a child?
I don't know what you're referring to. Well, no. Yeah, I mean a little. My dad was a minister.
Right, so there must have been like a magnet on the fridge at the house, with the commandments, or maybe something in the bathroom.
Again, I'm at a loss. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the commandments are that you're talking about.
Oh, they sound very similar to what you're talking about. Just worded a little bit differently. Or maybe you...
You have other questions? Do you have other questions?
Well, yeah, I do, but...
Can we get to them? Because
we could. I guess we'll just kind of give them... You've got some pictures for me.
Yeah. This one is Arlene. She is a Plajerin.
That's a mannequin.
No, that's Arlene. She's a Plajerin.
It looks like a mannequin.
Well, I mean, it's a still photo, Paul.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And she came, and she's actually the one who delivered me both a message of peace.
That's not blonde hair.
Well, it's not blonde hair. What happens is sometimes when they hit the Earth atmosphere...
Oh, sure, they kind of mix with the air, like if you
yeah.
a pool with too much chlorine.
Yeah,
green
like
or
that.
Something like that.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, right.
This is Ralph 09. He actually brought me the commandments and offered me the input services of various and sundry Plajerin women.
Oh, yeah, would they have like an asking price or anything? They just kind of offered it up for you?
No, yeah, he was just like, you want to... he's very technical, and he's like, would you like to breed... He kind of sounds robotic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I was like, I've got the testicles for it. I might as well give them
You do.
a shot.
You've got the sack. You get it done, huh?
Well, testicles, Paul.
Sure. This kind of looks just like a fat guy in foil.
It's not a fat guy in foil at all. It's actually an alien. His name is Ralph 09.
Ralph 09.
He sounds robotic.
Right.
He's an Plajerin.
Plajerin.
Of the highest order. He's a warrior. Peaceful warrior.
With a gun.
Well, he's a peaceful warrior. With a gun. to bring peace
through
war.
Okay.
Like a dove. I mean, they fly down here like peace doves. It's just they
with
have
guns.
Guns, yeah. If you think about a peace dove, it's got its beak and it's always pecking.
So now, what if you were to shoot something else that wasn't a tree? Would it turn it?
Well,
is there like a list of what things turn into?
I didn't really finish my.
Shoot
I didn't
car,
finish my dove
into...
analogy. I was in the middle of a dove analogy.
Well, what if you shot a dove? Would it turn into like a hawk?
You know, it's going to sound silly, but I have shot a dove with it. I mean, it was accidental. It was in the tree. And no, it just sort of...
it was the window for the shack.
Well, yeah. I mean, don't make it sound stupid, but yeah.
No, I'm not making it sound stupid at all.
You know how doves, they peck?
No.
Well, they can peck at things.
With their guns.
With the guns, they can shoot. Like a dove pecking.
So that's the gun in his hand?
Yeah, the peace gun.
The Nerf gun?
Ray of Hope. That's what they call it, a Ray of Hope.
Ray of Hope?
Yeah, it's a ray gun.
It's a Nerf gun.
No, it's a ray gun. It's a Ray of Hope. They can do things like, well, like you saw in my video, they can turn just an ordinary tree into a shack.
Right, that's amazing. And I wonder what they could do with like a redwood tree, you know, the giant tree. Maybe
I've seen that, Paul. I've actually seen what they can do with that. It's they can actually turn a redwood
into a couple of cars.
Well, into a condo certainly.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
about a car.
I mean,
that's
apartment complex, maybe?
metal. Yeah, but yeah, definitely like an entire
20-story
project
kind of thing. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow. What's this?
This is the mothership. It floated right over a tree.
This is the mothership?
Yeah, it floated right over a tree.
This is a suitcase.
No, it's a mothership that floated over a tree, right over a tree.
Yeah, it looks like
it's a mothership.
Someone's holding it right
over
a
mothership.
tree. Is that a real tree?
It's a mothership.
It's a suitcase. Does it say Samson on the side right there?
Paul, you know what? I'm starting to get a bad vibe about this. I thought maybe you were here with an open mind to bring my message to your people. Because I can't leave the compound. I can't really get it out there. I'm not about to learn to use a computer anytime soon. I really can't have people thinking that that's a suitcase, when clearly,
it's a
obviously, obviously.
How could that even come close to mothership?
It's huge. Look at how big it is compared to the tree. I mean,
it's huge. Yeah, you held it right over that. It looks like one of those little Christmas ornament trees.
You know what? That's not cool.
It's not. You're right. It's not cool. It's very, very uncool.
What else? What else you got? Anything else?
Well, there's these pictures of lanterns hanging from clothesline.
Those aren't lanterns, Paul. Those are scout ships. It's scout craft.
What's the little wire? Is that not a clothesline? It was just.
Is that not a clothesline? I think you just answered it with your own question. Of course, it's not a clothesline.
No.
That's a scout craft, Paul. These are scout craft. They come from the mothership. You sit here and mocking this stuff when these people come all of this way from Plagera to bring us peace and inputs.
Peace and inputs.
And commandments.
And Nerf guns.
It's not a Nerf gun.
Right. Okay.
Could you please leave my compound?
Gladly.
Good.
If you have any information on the whereabouts of Paul Libero, please contact JV Productions immediately. If by chance Paul gets wind of this, Paul, you are in our thoughts and in our prayers. In the event that you are not abducted or killed, we would request that you return our grant money at your earliest convenience. Our lawyer awaits your reply.
Billy Liar.